Hello, I'm Dr. P.J. Muzumdar from Arogyam Hair Transplant Clinic. So today we are going to discuss about grey hairs. So have you been noticing more grey hairs in your hair? And have you been wondering what the causes are? So today I'll discuss the causes, discuss some common myths around grey hair, and discuss the best solutions for you to get back your natural looking hair. So what are the causes of grey hair? The first thing is that our hair roots have some cells which are called melanocytes, and these produce the black pigment which makes our hair black. As we age, these cells also age and they start producing less and less of melanin, and this is what turns our hair grey. But there are many other factors which influence this. The first is deficiencies. Some deficiencies like vitamin B12, iron and copper can lead to such grey hairs. Then stress. Stress is a common factor as we all know. Then smoking. Smoking is one of the causes of an early grey hair or more grey hair. Some diseases like hypothyroidism, this also causes grey hair. And lastly, genetics. Genetics is the main cause for early grey hair or increased grey hair. We will generally find that in families, in parents who have early grey hair, the children also develop grey hair. So genetics is the main predisposing factor. So some myths about grey hair. One of the most common myths is that plucking a grey hair can lead to increased grey hair. So that is a myth. Grey hair occurs when the melanocytes in the roots of the hair lose their functioning. And so plucking a grey hair will not make the surrounding hairs also lose their grey hair, will lose their melanocytes. So that is a myth number one. Second myth is that stress is the primary factor. So stress does lead to an acceleration of grey hair, but it is not the primary factor. The primary factor still remains aging and genetics. These are the main driving factors. And thirdly, that some herbal remedies or some other remedies can lead to a permanent reversal of grey hair. That does not happen. Once the melanocytes in a hair root die out, the hair will always remain grey. It will not regain its primary black color again. So what are the treatments for grey hair? Well, unfortunately, there is no direct treatment for grey hair. If you come to me as a hair specialist, I cannot write for you any medicine which would reverse your grey hair or even stop it completely. It is a process of aging, it is a process of genetics along with some factors which cause this grey hair, and we cannot stop it unfortunately. But still there are some treatments that we can do. The primary treatment that we can do is to try to find out the cause. So we mainly try to find out nutritional deficiencies like vitamin B12, iron and copper. If those are low in your blood, they might be the cause of your grey hair. And secondly, to detect some diseases, mainly hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism is one of the common causes of grey hair. So we test for all this, and there are some other things that we test for. So if you have these factors in your body, in your blood, then we can try to reverse those factors, which will in turn delay or even stop further graying. But we do not have any magic medicine to reverse the grey hair. So what are the steps that we can take on our own for graying hair? So firstly is diet. A diet which is rich, which contains all nutrients, is a most essential step. So the main nutrients that we need are vitamin B12, iron and copper. So these are the main nutrients for grey hair. We should ensure that we take a rich and multi-grain diet which will ensure that we get all the supplements. Secondly is stress. We should try to curb our stress as far as possible. We can go for things like yoga and exercise, etc. Third is smoking. Smoking is very important for this. We need to stop smoking. Smoking is one of the main factors which accelerates grey hair. Fourth is shampoos. So we should get good shampoos, preferably shampoos which are sulfate free. Sulfate is toxic to the hair and many shampoos actually contain sulfate. We should go for sulfate free shampoos. And fifthly is supplements. So supplements is very important because our diet often does not contain all the nutrients that we actually require. So we can take supplements especially for vitamin B12, iron and copper, and also other minerals like magnesium which are necessary for grey hair. So with these steps we will be able to at least bring down the rate of graying hair. So if you are worried about gray hair, you can always book an appointment at Arogyam Hair Clinic. So firstly, we do the investigations to find out any diseases. Medicines are not there so much, but some new medicines are coming up like peptide serums and also melanin boosting medications. But these are not yet available for prescription. So, but at least we can try to find out the causes of gray hair in your case. And if we do find anything, we can treat it. And otherwise, well, the main treatment is again dye. Hair dyeing is the main thing. In fact, I myself have graying hair and I do dye my hair. So ultimately, that is the final solution. But if you do come, we can try to find out whether you have any causes which are causing your gray hair.